What is the metaverse and how will it influence our lives and work? This documentary reports from people who already have experience with the technologies and ways of working.
We are talking about what this metaverse is because so many people are trying to understand what we're kind of experiencing right now. And we're interested from hearing from people like you guys on what you think it is as well.
Do we
Great.
have a
Yeah.
volunteer to come up?
Yeah,
Or
Shell. Shell right here.
oh, good. Hey, Shell. Oh, good to see you. How are you doing?
Hi there. So I would say know your best behavior is the secret to the metaverse.
Behavior is for sure a very important thing, like anywhere in the world, but also important in the metaverse. In the metaverse, together with real people, those have feelings, ideas, and they need respect. This is one of the most
It's a
important
very
things.
good point, Chris. Yes, real people.
Think about someone who is disabled somehow, cannot walk, needs a wheelchair every day, and now this person can again walk around in the metaverse and have a different
Yes,
perspective into the virtual world in that case. Right?
yes.
Isn't that a big chance for reattach to the world to see like, well, it does not matter if my legs are working or not. I'm still a person who can act and react on the same level, also visually, others.
Good point. There's just so much potential. There's, I mean, older people that are home locked that can't get out of their homes because of various handicaps. It enables them to get out. It enables them to see things. It enables them to travel.
The technology moves on. It gives us more possibilities, let's say. What we get out of that, human beings. As Shell said before, it's so important to have the right behavior. What do you think is the most interesting thing that we will gain in the metaverse in the future? What we already have today, because we are an assembly here in the metaverse. Awesome, come over.
Yeah, I'd love to. Can I tell
Take
them
a
what I
seat
know?
on the couch.
Wow, thank you. One of the people we were interviewing brought up an example of someone they're friends with who's a paraplegic in real life and how this person loves virtual reality because it's the only opportunity they have to interact with other people and be seen as the same as everyone else. To
Oh,
not
amazing.
immediately be seen with pity or with, something somehow lesser. So I thought that was a really powerful
Right.
example. I know that the metaverse is bigger than simply VR, and there are more components to it. But I think VR is going to be a very important driver for it. But I think it's just like how the internet and social media has increased our relationships with other people. I think it's ultimately going to be more about what happens outside the metaverse. So the relationships that we establish and make with one another here in VR that will then extend into our real world lives, whether that's through business connections, social. Once the pandemic lifts and we're able to get together in person at conferences and events, I think that's a huge part of the possibility and promise of the metaverse.
And I think it's much, much, much more to all of that topic of the metaverse. We are already here, so we can tell the people, what do we think will be there? Do we think we want to do here in the future? And I think that's important in this very early beginning of the metaverse. We are building the metaverse. All our ideas, what we do together, that will be metaverse. That's my opinion.
Right.
Right.
Cool.
Yeah, right. Someone else who wants to give us some thoughts and ideas. What do you guys think is the metaverse giving us as human beings to evolve?
Yes. Thank you so much.
Okay, well,
It's been great having you guys.
hang on.
What would you like to have here that can make our lives better, can make us better as
Food.
human beings?
food. I
Yeah.
mean, that
So
would be the ultimate experience where you could have food and actually eat it, somehow have it physically teleported, which, yeah, I don't think is an impossibility. I think at some point we are going to, and I think to a certain extent we've figured it out already how to teleport solid objects, not human beings, animate
do you
objects,
have
I should
to
say.
teleport it? I mean, let's think about there are printers, and you can also print food.
Overhead camera is still there. He's okay.
Yes. My family call, oh, he's going into virtual reality. And they think I live here. And I do spend I do spend some time here, but I feel like it's like watching a movie. Every time we come in here, it's kind of like living out a movie. And then you put it down and then you go back.
To the couch, please.
Thank you. So, hi everyone. So, I think that the metaverse will really have a positive contribution into, not only, into businesses and education, into many other aspects where you can start having additional education and additional insights into areas which you might not have had interest into before. Plus, on the social level, again, we knew we had Facebook, we had Instagram, we had many social networking platforms before. However, with the metaverse, you are involved with people on a different level where sometimes you feel some chemistry with this person who you're talking to. You can feel the aura of the person. So
Yes,
I
well
can
put.
tell sometimes I'm chatting with someone in a campfire. I can tell that this someone would be a good friend. I know that someone else I might dislike because I'm not only hearing the voice, I'm actually kind of able to see the body gesture in a way. It's an indescribable. I cannot describe it, but that's why it's a different experience that I'm trying to reveal. So I'm trying to highlight.
I guess maybe we could call it the spatial awareness of an environment like this, and the difference to just a chat, or if it's voice chat, or having something like a video chat, whatever. You just see 20 people flat in front of you. In here,
Yes.
I can go and approach to someone, could talk to this person or that person, and you will see where I'm turning to, what my point of interest is. So all that stuff that we have and we know from our real world experience is now coming back to us somehow.
They're gonna
Do
be
you
very
want to
open.
step up, Greg, to the couch? Because that's where
So
we're.
Step to
yeah.
the couch. Okay. Have we talked already about the negatives of metaverse and any dangerous stuff that we talk about it already or not? Because I only joined.
We have not talked about it, but what is? Feel free to. Yeah, it's about the balance of the yin and yang sign, right? Like, we can be positive about it all day, but there's a lot of negative repercussions. I think more of people in the real world want to talk more negative about it than in here, because we're pro it. But I'm definitely interested to hear, what do you?
I am definitely pro it. And it's gonna develop more. We're gonna have actually, like a police, even spies within the communities. You would be able to work as that. Probably is going to be part of working as a, exist in the real world. Probably will have some form of business or the effigy in a meta.
Strawberry Santa, do you want to chime in? You came to the stage. Do you want to give us some thoughts as well?
Sure.
Yeah,
How you
come on
guys
over.
doing?
Oh, great. And
Oh,
you?
let me get.
Doing pretty good. I think that you have to be a little bit careful with who you meet in virtual reality. It's just like anything on the internet. You have to be careful. Like, you don't want to tell somebody your password or your address or something like that before you know them pretty well. And people in here are usually really great. So you're going to meet all kinds of people. You never know. So I just say be kind of careful with that.
Yes, yeah, I actually just got my Oculus yesterday, so I'm just starting it. I'm just trying it right now for the first time.
Awesome, that's cool. And what did you expect to find when you go to a social VR environment like this? What did you
Well,
expect?
honestly, this is what I was hoping for, just kind of like a social experience.
Hey guys, I'm Jack from China. Yeah, I'm living in a city nearby Shanghai. Yeah, so as you guys can imagine,
Welcome.
that metaverse here in China is also a huge buzzword. Yeah, everybody is talking about metaverse, but my friends around me seldom own just one, even Meta Quest 2. Yeah, so the way we can get the Quest 2 is to shop it from the Amazon. Yeah, from the overseas shipment. Yeah. So for me, I bought the second-hand one with around I think $300. Yeah, and actually I have been playing with VR for the past 6 years. Yeah, I have always
Oh,
been
wow.
thinking about. I have always been thinking about what make me feel so addicted in this virtual world. And today, when I'm sitting here and I see more people are joining in this session in this world, I think metaverse just give us a way. I mean, or exactly VR as the entrance hardware. That's what we call in China. It's the entrance hardware to the metaverse. Yeah, it's more mature than the AR or MR. Yeah, so I think VR just give us the perspective that we talk with the people and act with the people in the most original way when we were born. Yeah.
We're
you.
coming to the end, unfortunately, of our show today.
Oh, all right, there we go. Yeah.
Emojis.